Sean Diddy Combs was acquitted of the most serious charges of sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy in his high-profile trial, but was convicted on lesser charges related to transportation for prostitution. The jury found him guilty of flying individuals, including former girlfriends, to engage in prostitution, a felony under the Federal Mon Act, which carries a penalty of up to 10 years in prison. However, he was cleared of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and the racketeering conspiracy charge, which could have resulted in a life sentence, was left unresolved due to a deadlock among jurors. The partial verdict means Diddy avoids the mandatory minimum 15-year sentence associated with sex trafficking convictions. The jury's inability to reach a unanimous decision on the racketeering charge led the judge to urge continued deliberations, but ultimately the prosecution may consider a retrial on that count. Throughout the trial, Combs maintained his innocence, and his defense portrayed the allegations as exaggerated, arguing the relationships and encounters were consensual and part of a swinger's lifestyle. Despite some admitted violent behavior, after the verdict, Combs appeared subdued but acknowledged supporters and family with a gesture of affection. Currently, Combs and his legal team are seeking bail pending sentencing, emphasizing that the jury spared him from the most severe penalties. In summary, while Sean Diddy Combs was not fully exonerated, the jury's verdict spared him from the gravest charges of sex trafficking and racketeering, resulting in a mixed outcome that leaves him facing lesser but still serious convictions. Why Diddy's exoneration from sex trafficking charges was not complete. Sean Diddy Combs was acquitted of the most serious sex trafficking charges, specifically those involving force, fraud, or coercion, but was convicted on lesser charges related to transportation for prostitution. This outcome resulted in a mixed verdict, not a full exoneration. Here's why. 1. Jury's split decision. The jury found Diddy not guilty on the counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, which were the most severe allegations and carried mandatory minimum sentences of 15 years or more. 2. Nature of the charges. Sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. The prosecution needed to prove that Diddy used force, threats, or deception to traffic individuals. The jury did not find the evidence sufficient to convict on these counts. 3. Prosecutorial overreach and jury perception. Legal analysts noted that prosecutors may have overreached by framing Diddy's actions as part of a larger criminal enterprise or organized crime, which the jury did not accept. 4. Unresolved charges. The jury was unable to reach a unanimous decision on the racketeering conspiracy charge, leaving that count unresolved and open to possible retrial.